sleep. It really bucketed the rain last night. Thank God we're all nice and dry inside, which is always nice. Just a little quick tip about hygiene when they're out in a place like this. Excuse the noise for the aeroplanes again. They're so frequent this time of the day. It's like every 4 minutes, so it's impossible to do it without them buggers going overhead. So if you can hear me good, if not, I hope you can understand sign language. What we're going to talk about is hygiene, as I said. Now, personally, if I've only out for a few days, I think water is very precious. So a lot of us just cheat really and just use wipes. Now, I'm not plugging the brand or anything. I'm not even sure where these are from. I think it might be Superdrug Zone or something. Yeah, it's a well-known drugstore in the UK, and it's natural tea tree, and that's got a very, very good high antibacterial agent, all natural inside there. Now, all I tend to do is fold the wipes into a triangle shape like this, and then that allows you to go all over your back, that way, just to get all the sweat off, because the last thing you want to do is to accumulate sweat and not get it cleaned off. It's not a good idea, and I've actually seen it before in the field firsthand by someone else, and yeah, about 4 days after not washing, you are going to look like the Elephant Man. So don't even try and cheat. Always make sure, just give yourself 5 minutes, just a quick clean over. For the whole body, I just use the groin area, armpits, face, and general upper body. Just use 4 wipes. You haven't got to go mad, and don't try and scrimp it all with 1 wipe, because you're just going to be moving dirt around everywhere. It's pointless. So, quick tip: body wipes makes you feel nice and fresh as a daisy. And also, I'll be totally honest about the sleep system, the MSS. As we said, 2 nights we kicked out on the first time ever on that raised cot camp bed thing from BCB. In actual fact, that's pretty much a military issue as well, so it's pretty much all genuine army kit. Ain't no poshcrafting stuff from Argos for 20 quid. It's good stuff. Anyway, the MSS sleep system. I first tried off just the black all by itself, and a nice cup of tea.
Terribly sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Tea is served.
Mate, how nice is that? You've just been promoted, mate. Thank you very much. Quiz. As I was saying, the MSS sleep system. I was just using the black bag on its own for the first night, and as I said before, because I was using the paraffin heater in there, I had various points within the tent that were remained open for ventilation, because you don't want to die of carbon monoxide. It's a silly thing to do. You know, pay attention. Oxygen, air, you do need it in there. So with that in mind, you just get a little gentle rush of air flying around in there. Now with the black bag on its own, what I was finding where the baffle was, even the baffle was correctly positioned over the zip, it just felt like a cool draft, and I felt a few cold spots. So I didn't really sleep particularly well for the first night. Last night, the second night, as I said before, it bucketed with rain, and there were a few condensation patches in the tent, so I thought, well, I didn't want to sort of nod off for 6 hours or so and wake up soaking wet, so I used the bivvy bag over the top. And I'll tell you what, that camo bivvy bag that comes with the MSS sleep system is incredible. Just the black bag and the camo bivvy is amazing. Up with one of the best sleeping bags I've ever used. Very, very good. It's a whole different ball game. It's just that that outer shell of protection and the airflow trapped within, as well as the heat generated from your body inside the black bag together. Oh mate, absolutely amazing. Because I'll tell you one thing, when you turn that paraffin heater off, I mean, when you're close up to it, it's 30 degrees, but when you're away, it's like 12 or 13 degrees. You turn it off, and it was within 20 minutes, it's back down to 1 or 2 degrees. It is proper cold. So, as I said, with the sleep system I was using, the raised camp beds, the inflating mattress, that little one, and a double layer of wool blanket with that MSS sleep system, with the black bag and a camo bivvy bag, absolutely toast. Perfect. Highly recommended. So I'll crack on my cup of tea and clean the teeth and carry on. You can hear noisy roach in the background. He's starting to square away, and he's got his wagon rolling just to keep it ticking over. So I'll catch you soon. Well, there she is, all packed away, the MSS. I'll tell you what, Ken, K Jumper 1, thanks mate, and Wayne Sergeant Fruitcake for the stuff sack. That is an awesome vehicle sleep system. Thoroughly recommend that. It's brilliant. Bob on bit of kit that. And speaking of Ken, K Jumper One, didn't get around to it this time, mate, but she was with me. Remember that bad boy? Yeah. It's a pardon too. Fucking amazing. I'll save it for a special occasion, mate. But yeah, she's well travelled. Well, I'll tell you what, that is it's brilliant to have with you. When we come into the place, because there's been like high storms and trees down all over the place, to make it easy, we just chopped a few limbs down, some fallen trees, so we can negotiate our way through. And mate, that will just fold up into a tiny little thing and go in your glove box. It's called the Browning Ultralight Takedown Saw. Do a Google search and find a supplier near you to get them. I was lucky enough to get this for £20, which is $28–30 US, from Mr. Fermanaman. So check him out. And Scott from Wessex Blades, them two might have some information. I can't remember exactly where I got it from now because it's a while ago now. But no, highly recommended. They're so light and that'll take down most branches up to that thick. Spot on bit of kit that. Really, really recommend it. Well, it was always a good idea to test out new pieces of kit, this one included. A lot of people are going to say, oh, that's poshcrafting, that's silly, why do you need a paraffin heater in a tent? Well, you know, you can have that attitude if you want, it's up to you, whatever you say. But for me, one of the primary reasons for this, if it pulls off the idea that Roach and I, we have 50 to 100 people in this woodland, and it makes perfect sense. I mean, think about it. You've got a 9x9 tent, you've got a strong, comfortable bed, and you've got instant heat. If anyone is injured, this is a perfect medi-tent. Hypothermic, maybe, all sorts of things. They can come in somewhere warm and dry instantly. It's not all about showing off feather sticking in the rain and sleeping in plastic bags. This could save someone's life, and it's important to test it and make sure it's fully functional. Well, that's it. We're pretty much all squared away now. It's just taking this bad boy down. And there's one person that I know of who is amazing at doing this sort of thing, and that's Rich from Lone Wolf here in the UK. And not many people know this, but he's currently UK champion for these. He can put one of these up from the packet in 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Unbelievable. It's going to take me half an hour. Well, as you can hear in the background, poor roaches keep getting stuck in the mud. As you said, it chucked it down last night, but we sorted it out. Anyway, this is where we were camping last night. Leave no trace. You would never have known it. And that's how we want it. So if we do get loads of positive feedback about the camping out bushcrafting idea down here, the most important thing to remember is leave no trace. Anyone who just leaves stuff littered around and goes home early just won't be welcome back again. Simple as that. It's a beautiful part of the world and we want to keep it that way, yeah?